7 presidents since World War II. 7 American presidents since World War II said that. Jimmy Carter and Richard Nixon, both on completely opposite sides of the political spectrum, have both said if you criticize Israel, you will be ousted from your role in government. Now tell me, if you're watching the show, does that sound like an act of an ally? Does that sound like something an ally would do? No, and it's not just them, by the way. George H.W. Bush in the 1990s, when he was running up for re-election against Bill Clinton and Ross Perot, he said he was one lonely man against the Zionist lobby. You can search this up. He said this verbatim, explicitly, overtly, because he refused to send weapons to Israel. Barack Obama, in his Memoirs for Obama, the book that came out just a few years ago during the pandemic, his autobiography, he said he had to go against his own personal instincts of wanting peace in that region because the Israeli lobby had told him, hey, if you vote against us, we're going to mobilize the entire government against you and make sure you don't get a second term. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has also repeatedly and previously called the Israel lobby the most powerful lobby in America, up until very recently when he went on Theo Von's show and said lawyers are the most powerful lobby in America, which should tell you something about Trump and how his loyalty has shifted. That we'll say for later. And even Joe Biden. Heck, even Joe Biden himself. Joe Biden himself. So many leaked tapes and memos, even when he was president, all the way going back to senator. Joe Biden said that Israel has way too much influence in America, and what they're doing in the West Bank with the illegal settlements and with Gaza, ethnic cleansing, is despicable. Yet, if you look at his voting record, Joe Biden is arguably the most pro-Israel politician in American history. So everyone in the American government knows that Israel is problematic. Israel is not an ally. They act more like an adversary than an ally. But how have they gotten along with this for so many years? How have they managed to escape someone trying to subvert the status quo? We had someone try and subvert the status quo with the Zionist lobby control. His name was John F. Kennedy, and his brother, Robert Kennedy. And what they did is 1960, right before JFK was killed, RFK, the Attorney General, he went to John F. Kennedy and he said, hey, there's this group called America Israel Public Affairs Committee. You can search it up. They're called AIPAC. That group, RFK said, it represents Israel. They solely serve the interests of Israel. Today, they are one of the biggest lobbies in America. I think they lobby almost 400 of the 538 Congress people today. That's nuts, by the way. They lobby people on the Democrats, they lobby people on the Republicans, because they don't care about any of the partisan issues. All they want is funding for Israel. What Robert F. Kennedy told his brother, who was the president at the time, is, hey, these people, they don't represent us. They don't reflect the values of our Constitution. They should be labeled under FARA, which is basically a foreign agent. And he was 100% correct in doing that. So JFK and RFK were going to basically make AIPAC illegal, but before they could do that, JFK was shot in the head, and then LBJ became the president, and LBJ never revisited that. That's a different time. We can talk about who killed JFK, but point being, 7, 8 presidents knew that Israel was very problematic and caused more harm than